think you just have to ask yourself, how important is it for me to feel really good, to love life, to claim joy as something that I get to have and experience every day, that life gets to be fun. I think we've forgotten these basic concepts. That's why it's so important to travel and get out of your space and the house chores and everything, and just really experience life and experience yourself and put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable. And I want this for people so badly, but I'm not the drill sergeant who's telling you like, you have to do this, or even you should do this. It's more of an invitation. Like, just thought you'd like to know. And maybe at first you'll make less money, or you'll be uncomfortable. You may even be miserable for a time while you're experiencing some dark aspects of yourself, or you're realizing that all these people are teachers teaching some hard lessons, but then the payoff is so huge. And I speak from my own experience, the liberation and freedom that comes from really truly getting to know yourself and to love yourself. And I'm not talking like, I love myself because I won this award, or I got this degree, or I looked really pretty or something. It's, I love myself because of everything that's here on the inside. And this is available to everybody. And I think people are more willing to do it when they see someone like myself, like they say, gosh, or you've achieved this, or you're so genuinely happy. What is it? And it's just like, I tell them these inner skills or exercises, which they're kind of like, no, really, you're happy because of the house or the car or the job or the money or the man. And it's like, those things are amazing, but they can all be taken from you, and they offer, limited happiness at best. It's the sustainable happiness really is an inside job. And again, people understand it intellectually, Courtney, but there's this disconnect because our society is preaching something completely different, as you know.
Well, and I think that is, I would venture to say that the majority of your clients are probably extremely high achieving people. And that is something you see is the people that reach a level of quote unquote success, what our society says success, like you said, the man, the car, the house, whatever, the family, the vacations. Sometimes those are the most unfulfilled people. It just goes to prove the point that all the trappings, all these other things don't actually provide that happiness, but it is really hard to get uncomfortable and sit in it and in your own stuff to really truly understand what makes you happy. It is so much easier to distract ourselves with all the fancy things. So much easier.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I, as you're speaking, I'm thinking of a client of mine. I won't say his name, but he had all the things. He had everything that society says you should have to be happy. He had all of it. And he was struggling with, okay, I've done all the things. I have all the things. I still feel unfulfilled. And then he felt bad feeling unfulfilled. Right. He literally had it all. And the people I've lost to suicide had it all. I, on paper and from the outside, I have had it all, and yet was just feeling at times so lacking of self-worth, so unhappy, so questioning, what does all this mean and why does it even matter? And so for me, I've experienced that. But when I work with my clients, a lot of them, it's more on their legacy. What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? And the legacy isn't like, oh, worked at this firm for 30 years or did this thing, or even children. But I think it's, being able to give back to the community in a meaningful way. And that's what science and certainly my own life has indicated, that things like acts of kindness and service, time affluence, having the time to do what you actually want to do, spending time in nature and with our loved ones, these things just really up the happiness meter and well-being meter way more than any shiny object ever could. And so it's, again, thinking like, if I'm leaving next week, next year, what really matters? What do I want to leave behind? What do I want to be known for? And I think it'll hopefully start to change some of the decisions that you're making on the daily, and really knowing that life is a gift and it's precious and tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and that, connection and more meaningful, days and hours with our loved ones is really where it's at. That's the wealth.